We climb off the bed and head toward the bathroom to clean up. When we get into the bathroom, I go over by the sink and grab the lighter and lean over and light a few candles which illuminate the bathroom with a dark red color against the white walls. I look back and see Eric staring at me. "What?" I say. He smiles and says, "Nothing, just enjoying the view." I turn around and grab his hand and lead him into the shower and turn on the warm water. We both step in and I get a washcloth and lather it in soap and begin to slowly wash down his body. I went over his hard shoulders, his 8-packs, and slowly over his dick, stroking it slowly with the soapy cloth. Then I got on my knees and washed the bottom of his feet and turned him away from me and washed over his back and rubbed his nice-sized hard ass and gave it a little smack, and he spun around and looked down at me with a brow raised. I looked up at him and smiled at him and said, "Sorry, I cool didn't help it's just so shakeable." He smiled and reached behind me and grabbed my ass and pulled me up against him so there was no space between us and said, "I could say the same thing about your ass." He smiled at me and removed his hand from my ass and took the washcloth out of my hand and put more soap on it and washed me down with the same patience and seduction as I did. He turned me around and was washing my back when he stepped closer to me and I felt his erection against my lower back and gasped. "You see what you do to me, Vivi," he whispered in my ear. "Now put your hands up against the wall and spread your legs." I did as he said, and he grabbed my hips and guided me on his dick. We moaned in unison as I slipped onto his dick. I began to back onto his dick. "Shit, Vivi, if you keep doing that I am not going to last long," he groaned. I moaned as he hit my G-spot. I reached down and began to rub my clit. I pushed back on him faster, needing to come. "Oh God, Eric, I am coming," I screamed. My vision began to blur, and my knees were giving out. I came. "Get on your knees, I am so close," Eric groaned. I got on my knees and began to suck on his dick until he came in my mouth and I swallowed every bit. I got back up, still on wobbly legs, and turned off the water and got 2 towels. We dried each other off and went back into the bedroom after blowing out the candles. I looked at the clock and saw that it was 2 in the morning. Wow, time flies when you're having sex. I sank into the warm sheets and lay down next to Eric. He kissed me lightly on the mouth and said, "Good night, Vivi, you need your sleep until a later time where we can have more fun." I closed my eyes and, truly being exhausted, said, "Good night," and drifted off to sleep. Eric. I open my eyes and see by the sun's rays it's still early. I look at the clock and it says 8:15 a.m. I look down at the sleeping woman on my chest and softly kissed her forehead. God, this woman was beautiful. Body of a goddess, great personality, and she's banging in bed. I slipped from under her and decide to go make ourselves some breakfast. I slip on my boxers and as I turn the doorknob to leave, Vivi shifts in her sleep. I turn quickly to see if I woke her, but she turns on her back and moans. "Oh, shit, Eric." She arches her back and then lays back on the bed clutching a pillow in hand, but eyes still closed. She's dreaming about me. Just the thought of having sex with her again makes my dick stand to attention. Well, the hell with it. I'll just have her for breakfast. I slip my boxers back off and sit softly on the bed, careful not to wake her. I slowly peel the covers off her body, exposing her naked, vulnerable, sleeping body. "Eric," she moans again, but she's still not awake. I noticed her legs are already opened for me, so I slowly crawl between her legs, so my face is even with her glistening wet pussy. I gently part her lips with my fingers and licking her clit and sucking it in my mouth. I hear her take a sharp intake of breath and tense. Then it seems that she registers what's going on and puts her hand in the back of my hand. She giggles and says, "Well, good morning to you too. I was just having this same dream." I look up at her and see she's propped up on one elbow looking at me and I say, "Good morning to you too, but lay back while I finish my breakfast." I lower my eyes back so her pussy and suck her clit back into my mouth. "Shit," Vivi moaned. "Hold it open for me." I tell her. She reached down and opened her lips for me. I suck and lick at her clit and insert one finger then 2 fingers into her pussy. "Oh, shit, Eric, I am getting close." She moans. I pump my fingers into her pussy faster and lick and suck her clit faster. "Yes. Eric, I am about to come, oh shit." She begins to buck under my lips, and I hold her hips in place as I drink her juices. Then she collapses back on the bed trying to catch her breath. Whoa, I need to have more mornings like that, she says between breaths. I kiss her pussy and said, stick with me and you most definitely will. Then I crawl up between her legs and hover over her and kiss her tenderly on the lips. Well, since you gave me such an amazing orgasm, I'll go make us some real breakfast and later return the orgasmic favor, she says while biting her lip. I am all up for that, I say, rolling off her onto my back and then off the bed. Here you go, I said as I handed her my shirt to put on. She takes the shirt and climbs off the bed and puts on my shirt that stops mid-thigh on her. Very sexy, I say as I do a look over at her with nothing but my shirt on. Hell, you look just as sexy with only them boxers on, she says, eyeing my bulge from my previous hard-on. Let's go to the kitchen before I have to take you again and make you miss breakfast, I say as I give her a teasing smack on her perfect ass. Don't tempt me, she says, giving me a flirty smile as she started to head to the kitchen. As we got to the kitchen, she got out bacon, eggs, and biscuits. It took her about 15 minutes to finish, and while she was cooking, we had small talk about her favorite color, which is red, also mine, her favorite type of music, which was R&B, also mine, and all sorts of thing. As we sat down to eat, I look at her and smile and thought this could be a girl I could be with for hours just talking to and never get bored. We ate in silence for a minute playing footsie under the table when she puts her fork down and looks me in the eye. What? I say, wondering what's on her mind. Do you have plans today? She asks. I think for a second about my schedule today. I was going to go play ball with Jermaine, but he'll be okay if I cancel, and I was going to wash my car, but that's not even close to having sex with a beautiful woman. No, I am free, why got any plans? I say. Nope, besides having sex with you again I am free. I smile and begin to say, Vivi, you can call me Victoria, she says. Victoria, I like it. Victoria smiles her beautiful smile and says, thank you. And with that she takes my hand and tugs me away from the table and wraps her arms around my neck and says, I thought you were going to be nothing but sex in my life, but I can see now that I need you and I want you, Eric. I just can't imagine my life without you right now, and I know this is really soon, and I don't usually do anything like this, and you're not like any other guy the first day ever met. And shish, I say, putting an index finger lightly on her lips. I really like you to Victoria, and I would love to see where this goes, but right now, I have to make love to you again. I truly did. Hearing her say how she truly feels about me turned me on so much I just have to have her, or I felt all of a sudden I might burst. I grabbed her hand and led her to the bedroom to give her the ultimate pleasure. Afterwards, Victoria and I are wrapped around each other and she has her head on my chest and my arms are around her. I can feel the tension in her shoulders though. Confused, I kiss her forehead and ask her, what's wrong, baby? She sits up, pulling her knees to her chest, covering herself. You said you wanted to see where things go with us, she says. Yes, I did, I said, looking at her contently, still confused. There's not supposed to be a legitimate future for us, Eric. This is supposed to be strictly sexual, and that's it. I sit up quick. What? You just want to use me for sex? Yes, she says quickly, not even thinking about it. But why, Victoria? We could be so much more than just sex. She looks down at the mattress, no longer looking at me. Well, that's how it has to be, she says quietly. But why, baby? I could take such good care of you, I say anxiously. I have no ideas why I'm really saying this. I don't even know this girl, but it's like I feel a very strong connection to her already. Eric, I can't, she says even quieter, still not looking at me. Tell me why, please, I say, pleading with her to tell me why this beautiful woman can't be mine. Don't lie and act like you really want to be in a relationship with me, Eric. You can drop the act and stop trying to be the nice guy, she says, her voice suddenly very defensive. She gets up from the bed quickly and starts to grab her clothes off the floor. I hop up as well, trying to stop her exit. Wait, Victoria, please don't leave. It's not an act, one, swear it's not. She looks me in the eye, and I try to show her all my sincerity through my eyes. Please, Victoria, talk to me, I say, pleading with her to stay. I look at her face, seeing the confusion and apprehension in her eyes. I walk up to her and place my hand on her cheeks, causing her to look up to my tall height and meet my eyes. Please, I say one more time. Her face is torn. Eric, she says it as though my name pains her. It wasn't supposed to be like this. You're supposed to be like every other guy and just want sex and move on. It's so much easier that way. I can't deal with the outcome of relationships, Victoria says, sounding so torn and upset. What's the outcome? I ask. Eric, you're an attractive man who can have any girl he wants. At the end of the day, you're either going to cheat on me or get bored and dump me, so might as well not go through all that and just keep it simple, she says, matter of fact, like it was nothing to debate. What the hell, I say in shock. Victoria, I could never get bored with such a bright, beautiful woman, and why would I even think twice about other women when I have a beautiful, sexy, amazing woman right in front of me, I say, planting a soft kiss on her lips. She moans softly. Eric, ICA. Yes, you can, and you will, Victoria, I say, interrupting her. I won't break your heart, baby, I swear it. Your heart is safe with me, just please give me a chance. I get on my knees and put my hands together. Please, baby, just give me a chance. I know we don't really know each other yet, but I want to get to know her, from her favorite color to your shoe size, to your deepest dreams. I want to know everything. If you'll still give me a chance to. She cracks a smile and then laughs softly. Fine, Eric, I'll try. You can get up now. I get up off my knees and grab her in my arms and swing her around as she laughs harder. I set her back down on her feet and kiss her softly. I promise you won't regret this, Victoria. She kisses me again and says, you better not, or I am going to kick your ass. I burst out laughing at the image of this small, beautiful woman trying to beat my ass. What, Don T, underestimate me because I am little, she says, laughing along with me. Yes, Ma'am, I find you completely terrifying. Good, she says. I kiss her and pick her up, carrying her back to bed, and say, I can already tell we're going to have a lot of fun together, and I make sweet, sweet love to her again. Epilogue. 5 years later. I wake up and see my beautiful wife of now 2 years right beside me, breathing evenly in deep sleep. I bet if a truck crashed through the window she wouldn't even stir. I smiled and pushed a stray hair out of her face. I place my hand on her swollen stomach, which holds my future son. Our first child, which we should be seeing any day now. I don't even care what her intentions were when we first met. It's right now that matters most to me. I feel our son kicking inside Victoria. Then with a stir, Victoria's eyes flutter open. Good morning, beautiful, I say, and place a light kiss on her lips. Morning, babe, in the mood for pancakes this morning, I laugh and kiss her nose and get up to make her pancakes. She's always craving something new every morning. I go over to her side of the bed to help her out of it, and almost instantly when she gets up, I hear the sound of water hitting the floor. Oh, crap, my water just broke. The baby wasn't supposed to be due for another 3 days, Victoria says. Well, it looks like he's coming now. I'll get the bags and we can. I am cut off by the moan of pain from Victoria. Oh God, those contractions came fast. She says. Hold on, babe, let me just get those bags and we can head out. I get to the closet and grab both bags and start to help her get downstairs when I hear another moan from Victoria. Babe, those contractions were barely 5 minutes apart. We've got to hurry. Maybe if we just leave now and I get the bags later then. Victoria grabs my arm very tightly and says between clenched teeth, I will not have my baby born in a car. Call the doctor and tell him we're having the baby here. These contractions are coming fast. Another moan as she clenches my arm tighter. Ouch, babe, I can't call the doctor if you rip my arm off. I helped her get settled back into bed, reminding her to do her breathing exercises, and I grab my cell phone off the bedroom dresser and call the doctor and explain the situation, and they tell me they will arrive in about 10 to 15 minutes and relay the message to Victoria. Damn it, this baby is not waiting 10 or 15 minutes. It's coming now, she says with another moan. I put my cell phone back on the dresser and grab her hand, trying to comfort her. Okay, babe, looks like I am going to have to deliver our son, so I am going to need you to bend your knees and open your legs so I can see what's going on. I climb on the bed and push up her nightdress and remove her panties. Oh, crap, I have to wash my hands. I get up and run to the bathroom and quickly wash my hands. Then, from what I learned in the birthing classes and books I read, I put my fingers in her to see how dilated she was. Hell, yeah, she was definitely about to have this baby now. Oh God, Eric, I feel like I need to push, Victoria says through short pants. Hold on one sec, babe. I ran downstairs and got the suction cup we got originally for the baby's nose, and I grabbed some towels. Eric, Victoria screams as I am hurrying up the stairs. I run up the last few stairs and say, "Okay baby, I am here." I set the towels down on the bed, then climb back up to see what's going on. "Babe, I need to push," she says through clenched teeth. "Okay, when I tell you to push. I need you to give it all you got, okay?" She nods her head and I say, 1.2.3. Push, and I count in my head to 5 and say, "Okay, stop pushing and breathe, okay, good job." Nothing yet, but we're getting somewhere. Eric, I am sorry, I think I started really having contractions a few hours ago. I didn't know. I am sorry, I just thought it was little labor pains, says Victoria. I kiss her forehead and say, "It's okay babe, I am not mad, just try to stay calm and try to push again, okay." 1.2.3. Push, I slowly start to see the top of the baby's head. "Okay, stop, breathe, good job, I can see the head." A few more pushes and it should be over, okay. 1.2.3. Push, the baby's head slides right out and I quickly grab the suction and clear its airway. The head's out. One more push babe and you're done. Victoria does one last push and the baby starts to cry and everything looks good and well. I cut the cord and pin it and wipe the baby clean with the towel. "Let me see our son," Victoria says as she reaches for the baby. I hand her the baby and climb over and lay next to her looking at my beautiful son. Tears start to run down my cheeks as I look at my son and my beautiful wife. "I am the luckiest man on the world," I say. A few minutes later the doctor arrives and takes Victoria and our son Corey to the hospital. Now my new family begins. The end. Imprint. Publication date, the 12th of December 2010. All rights reserved.